DJ Braveman. Pray for God's grace. Pray for God's grace. Pray for God's grace. When I'm lost in a maze, pray for God's grace. Pray for God's grace. Pray for God's grace. When you're drowning in your pain, pray for God's grace. I was caught in a spiral, survival when my eye closed, denial, recital. My vices entitled, a cycle of vitals. Inside of my mind was a riot, no silence, just sirens and silos. The fight was internal, nocturnal dispersal of hurt that I nursed like a nurse with a journal, rehearsing the worst of my curses. Immersed in the furnace, I burn like the devil while searching for a purpose. Percocet sermons and bourbon conversions, concerning the version of me that was working. The devil was flirting with every diversion, distorting my worth in the dirt I was serving. I'm serving my words, but observing the person. I'm turning the burden, asserting the hurt and subversive. And looking, my soul was deserted, the curtain was closing. I'm certain I'm cursing, but wait, in the ache and the break and the weight of mistakes that I made just to medicate pain that was fake like a flame from a bush of cave. I was saved by a grace I can never explain. Rearranged every frame in my brain, every chain that remains started breaking away. Now I'm praying for change, not the same as the day I was slave to my pain, the craving and shame. Pray for God's grace. Pray for God's grace. When I'm lost in the maze, pray for God's grace. Pray for God's grace. Pray for God's grace. When you're drowning in your pain, pray for God's grace. I was chasing a high that was laced with a lie. Every taste of it dry, but I was drinking it still. A chemical prison, a cynical vision, delusional living like spinning the wheel. The thrill was a villain, concealing the killing, the bill of the feeling I'm feeding for real. But kneeling revealed what the healing could build. When you yield, you can feel the Lord and His will. Addicted to sniffing, affliction was dished in my system. Condition was twisted and tight. Prescription, addiction, conviction, eviction. My spirit was flickering dim in the night. But listen, the distance, I pictured the different depiction of myself. A mission, a conviction to live in the light. A spiritual lifting, a rift of my friction, transitioning visions to wisdom that's right. Now I'm flipping in the script. Every grip from the guilt is eclipsed when I trip on His word. Every grip that I slipped is a gift when I lift on my sins and admit I was cursed. It's absurd how the words can convert to a verse, how the words can reverse when it's heard. I was dirt, now I'm birthing His worth, rebirthing the body with a merge, see emerge. I was broken, choking on the lies I was told. Now I'm holding hope like a light in the void. Every scar got a story, every fall made me grow. And His grace pulled me out when I couldn't take hold.